Even if the doors are opening in your life, if you don't have the right relationships, if you don't have the right connections, and you don't know how to cross those doors, it is not going to matter. Those were the exact same words that my mother gave me this week, and I was completely mind blown. Hi everyone, my name is Claudia Ramirez. I am an inspirational speaker, fitness and mindset coach, and global entrepreneur. And I'm so excited that you're watching this video because we are going to learn how to change your inner circle to reach your goals and the life that you truly desire. What I told you earlier, that is exactly what my mother told me this week. And as I was getting ready to record this video, it's funny how life works, huh? I was like, wow, that is so powerful. And I wanted to share that with you. Ever since I changed my inner circle, guys, I don't have many friends. I will tell you this right now. I do not have many friends. I can count them with one hand, maybe two. Okay. But all of my friends, authors, speakers, entrepreneurs, trainers, people who bring so much value and quality into my life. Okay. And with that, I had no other choice but to grow because I knew that if I would ever step down, I would no longer be comfortable in that circle. I am comfortably uncomfortable to where I know we're growing together. I know where it is that I'm going, and I know that I am surrounded by amazing individuals, okay? Very knowledgeable with amazing expertise in different areas of life, different industries. Oftentimes, because we have the wrong circle, we end up living a life that is less than we desire and less than we are destined to have. And unless we change our inner circle, those 5 or those 10 people who you associate with the most, everything is going to remain the same. I want you to look at the people around you, the people who you text the most, the people who you speak to the most, the people who you're liking their stuff the most, your friends who you're in constant communication with, or your family. And truly analyze where it is that their life is going. Honestly, we're not trying to be ugly people. We are not trying to think that we're better than anyone. Absolutely not. However, you do want to put yourself in the best position to succeed and to reach those goals that you have desired for such a long time. Number one is very important. Ask deep questions. Whenever you ask deep questions, serious questions that are going to impact your life, whenever you get this answer from an entrepreneur, somebody who you admire, somebody who has a lot of success, that is going to impact your life and start changing your inner circle. What happens is that it puts you on a different frequency, on a different vibration. Whenever we ask questions, we get our mind thinking, we get our mind rolling. Whenever you ask deeper questions, you force yourself to step out of your comfort zone, which eventually leads you to another circle. The second thing is social media. Listen, on social media, I know that we have all kinds of people, and it's totally okay to have people with different political views or cultural views or religious views, what have you, different walks of life. That is what life is about, right? Trying to connect with all sorts of people. That is the beauty of it. However, when it comes to your inner circle, really try to associate with people that are going to help you and add value into your life. So, for instance, follow those people with the millions of followers who, even though perhaps they're not going to speak to you right away, you can still learn from them, okay? And it keeps you on a different mindset, kind of like with the asking a deeper question, right? Be able to tap into these social media platforms. Now, do not be afraid to start unfollowing and unfriending, not blocking, okay? But just kind of separating yourself or like muting people, kind of just like the very just very just gracefully, okay? A lot of times the reason why we stay right here is because we cannot let go, and that is why we cannot change into another circle, because we are holding on to the one that we have. We are holding on for whatever reasons. So just start letting go and start grabbing onto other platforms, other people who are going to add more value into your life. Number 3 is to reach out to people who have had an impact on you. Maybe it's somebody from high school who's killing it. Maybe it's an old teacher, professor who you haven't spoken to in a long time. Maybe it's a social media influencer who you watch and follow religiously all the time, all day, every day, watching their content, reading their content, listening to their content. If that is somebody who you want to reach out to these people, okay? Let them know the impact that they are having in your life. And you never know what one conversation, what little DM is going to take you later in the future, okay? The importance here is to really start changing your mindset. Whenever you actively change your mindset and start communicating with other people, whether they're going to respond or not, for whatever reason, it puts you on a different perspective. It puts you on a different level. And that is one of the biggest steps, being able to acknowledge that, hey, that is the kind of person who I want to associate with. That is the kind of person who I want to speak to every single day. Number four is to go to certain places where you know you're going to find people who are aligned with who it is that you are becoming and desire to become in the future. Okay, so maybe it's a certain place in town, maybe it's certain restaurants, maybe it's certain outings or parks or shops in the city, okay, or even your grocery store, or maybe even going into, I don't know, Clubhouse. By the way, you guys can add me right here, okay, and actually connecting with people who you know are going to give you this knowledge or who share the same values and beliefs and goal system that you have. Whenever you build these relationships, that is how you start changing your inner circle, and it's absolutely amazing. So don't be afraid to go into these places. Don't be afraid to be alone for a little bit at these places, whether it's a public place or a social media room or a Zoom link that someone invited you to. Number five is to say yes or to say no a lot more. So say no to those things that are old habits or old patterns, old things that, with the old friends or family members sometimes who aren't going to serve you. I know it sounds kind of mean. It doesn't sound very convenient. It's a little uncomfortable to be able to say no to somebody who's been in your life forever, but it's totally okay. It's totally okay because this is for you. And not everyone is going to be in your life permanently. At the end of the day, we're talking about changing your circle, right? Now, what happens if somebody invites you to a network marketing event on Zoom, or I don't know, a Zoom link, or like a Facebook group with all these motivational people or business people or people who are in a different path, but something that where you're going to learn and associate with really awesome people? Hey, just say yes, right? Just say yes. What do you have to lose? If you don't like it, just say no later, right? But at least you go and you kind of expose yourself to new people and you start creating new relationships, and that is how you start changing your circle, okay? So it just takes a yes that might be a little uncomfortable at the beginning. However, it is going to impact your life greatly. Number six is to become the person that you want to have as a friend. Hey, we talk about this all the time. It's not about just taking, 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 taking. We also have to give. And in order for us to attract a certain person, whether it's in a relationship or whatever the case may be, especially whenever you want to change your circle, hey, if you're talking about being this person and you want these kinds of people in your life, don't you think that you have to be that person as well? So become that person, okay? Become the person who reads more and who or travels more or invests more and is always learning or whatever the case may be, who speaks better, who, cusses less, or whatever it is that you are looking for in a person, as a friend, as a mentor, as a relationship in your circle. Become that. It doesn't mean that it's going to happen overnight, but that takes us to step number seven, which is to create a regimen of growth in your life, okay? Make sure that every single day you're following steps and systems that are going to help you get to a certain level that you are going to have no other choice but to grow and to be attracted to these kinds of people that you're going to bring into your life by going to certain places and going into certain rooms and having certain conversations. And see, now we're working backwards, but really it starts with that, with yourself. It starts right here. If you cannot change, if you cannot be a different person, you're going to attract the same people over and over and over again. And for you to reach your goals, you understand that just because it's a goal, it doesn't mean that it's going to happen with the person who you are today. It's going to happen, but with the person who you're going to be a month or 2 or 3 or 4 from now. But the person who you're going to be in 4 years from now needs the person today, and evolving every single day. It builds up on itself, right? We talk about that brick video that I made, the laying down the bricks. I'll leave a link for you guys right here. That is exactly what you're doing. You're laying down the bricks for your life. You're creating a growth regimen. Do not be afraid to do that. Do not be afraid to change. Do not be afraid to say yes to new opportunities and no to old opportunities. That is what I have for you guys today. By the way, that quote that I told you guys about my mother, my mom, I'm gonna brag on her really quickly. She is a 2-time best-selling author. She's absolutely amazing. I want to bring her on, but if you guys really want to hear from her, she has absolutely amazing value and content that she provides. Drop me a comment down below and I will make sure that she comes on here and gives you a lot of value. But with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to be your best version. I love you and I'll see you next time. Bye.